One of the great features about working with disks in Windows is the ability to work with virtual disks. Virtual disks can appear to the operating system as if they are full disks or regular hard drives on the system. However, give us some additional flexibility of being able to move them from machine to machine. Additionally, virtual disks are what is used in Hyper-V, so we can actually access a virtual machine's hard drive from a server other than just a VM. Let's check it out. Here I am, I'm in computer management and I have disk management selected, and the instructions say click on actions, and I can do that over here on the right hand side under actions. I can click more actions and create VHD, or up on the menu here I have file, action, create VHD. For the VHD, I'm going to click browse, and I actually want to go to the root of the C drive, and I will call this virtual1 and enter or save. For the size, I'm going to type in 5,000 megabytes. That will give me about a 5 gigabit disk. VHD, VHDX, in this case, it doesn't matter. I'm going to leave it as VHD. And then virtual hard disk type, I'm going to choose dynamically expanding. So it will only take up the amount of space that is actually necessary. I'll say OK. And as soon as I'm done with that, if I scroll down in my disk window here, I now see I have disk number 4. It's about 5 gigabytes in size, not initialized. Just like we would do with our regular disks, I will right click disk 4, initialize, and OK. And then in the unallocated space, right click, new simple volume, next, full disk, full size, next. I will give this the drive letter of V as in Victor, next, and I will call this virtual vol. And next, and finish. At this point, I now have a new virtual disk attached to my system, and if I go to File Explorer, I will see I now have, for instance, under this PC, I now have a new V drive, as well as underneath the C drive, I have a new file called virtual1, and I can see right there my size is about 57 megabytes. I'm actually going to go slightly off script, and I'm going to open up a PowerShell command. PowerShell prompt, excuse me. And I'm going to go back to the root of the C drive, and I'm just going to type in dir, and here we will see the actual size of our virtual1.vhd, and that is 58 megs, 785 kilobytes, and then 792 bytes. Great. Let's go ahead and copy some files into the V drive. We do that by pressing V:, and now you can see my prompt has changed from the C drive to the V drive, since it says V:/ as opposed to C:/. And I want to copy some files into the V drive. One of the files I'm going to copy is going to be, I'm going to do by just simply typing copy C:\windows\explorer.exe. And you'll notice tab complete helps you out there with regards to the explorer.exe. I'm not specifying a destination here, which means it will go to the V drive. I can go ahead and do a dir, and we'll see there's my Explorer right there. We can see that was about 4 megs more. Previously, our virtual hard drive was 58 megs. If I look at the C drive again, dir C:/, I should hopefully see that it's taken up additional space. It doesn't appear to at this first glance. Let's see, 972 ends in 972, ends in 972. Let's try that again. Except this case, instead of just copying explorer.exe, let's copy star.exe. And then do a dir on the C drive. Still the same. Let's try a little bit more. Here's all of my files that I just copied over. I'm going to highlight them all, Control C, Control V, and then V, and V. So now I have a whole bunch of files in there, a total of, what does it say, 36 items. It says that's about 26 megs. At this point, when I look at my C drive, I now see I have grown my hard drive. Yeah, it took a little bit more than the lab said, but I've now grown my hard drive from a little less than 60 megs up to 84. I can view this also by going back to my C drive, and I will see the virtual one is now 82 megs in size. So it dynamically grows as needed. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this. What I can do right here under Virtual Vault V, I will right click and choose eject. So just like if this was a USB drive, I can eject it. And then the V drive will disappear, and I will probably get an error here on my prompt since I was at the V drive. If I want to get it back, here I see Virtual One, that's my hard disk. I could just go ahead and right click and say mount, or even just double click on it. Once it mounts, I can see the virtual vol shows back up, and I'm able to see my files again. And that is the end of this activity.